Hello, love bugs. It is that time of month again. Let's do my April bullet journal together. Just like every month, I have a hard time picking what I'm going to do. So I have a couple inspiration pictures that I went off of, and I just kind of combine them together. First, I'm starting off with the opening page where I have my monthly calendar layout. So I'm using the inspiration of these two photos I put together to do the little pink lines. I wanted this spread to be super duper girly and super spring. I am so tired of this winter weather and just ready for it to be nice out. I live in Iowa, so the weather is very up and down and it is not fun. So to those who are wondering, I'm using the Shuttle Art acrylic dual-ended markers. I just got these and I'm in love with them, guys. They're really good quality. They are a bit expensive, but they are worth it. Now I'm starting on my monthly spread. I use this just to detail my doctor's appointments, birthdays, holidays, and all the little things like that. Now, using the inspo of these two photos, I'm going to be doing the oval with the scallops. Guys, I am obsessed with scallops in my art. I just think it is so whimsy and cutie, and I feel like I have to add it to literally everything I do. Now I'm going to add some green to this spread. You will see in a little bit why I did this. It will tie everything all together. And then in the center of the oval, I'm going to be adding this tulip that I found on Pinterest. I fell in love with it and just needed it in this spread. So here's my tutorial on how to do it. So first I started by outlining the petals with my main color and then feathering that color throughout each petal. Next, I'll be going in with my mid-tone color, and whatever is left white, I will be filling in with my mid-tone. And then I'll be going in with my deep berry and going along the edges that need the most shadow. I will be doing that on the petal that is supposedly behind the top petal, and then the three small petals that are behind the two main petals. I will be adding the deep berry onto the bottom of those. And to blend everything together, I'm just dotting the mid-tone color onto the berry so it doesn't look like just a harsh line. I'm trying to blend it as much as I can with an acrylic paint marker. Now on the tips of each petal, I'm going to be going in with my lightest color to add the highlights. But my camera cut off, so I wasn't able to show you the leaves and the stems. So I'll show you that in a different part of the video. Right now, I just wrote April above the monthly calendar, and now I am just putting the dates all along the calendar. So earlier in the video, I did the green along the side. I ended up changing the colors I wanted to use. So right now I'm going in with this lime green color for some of the stripes, and then I'm adding a yellow stripe between each one of the pink stripes, which will match one of the weekly spreads. And I did go in with that light blue on the top of the calendar. I ended up going in with the berry that I used in the spread as well. I was just trying to make it as cohesive as I can, so I was going back and forth, trying to make it the least chaotic as possible. But I added a little flower to the corner of the calendar, then going back in with a darker green to add to the stripes that matched my habit tracker page. Then I accidentally got a little smudge, so I just put a little tulip on top of it. Now for my next page, I have my pain tracker and my music of the month. I'm going ahead and erasing my pencil lines for my little art piece that's going on the side of this page. First off, I'm going in with just a Crayola pen and making some pink gingham, and then I will be putting that tulip on this as well. So for the leaves that I didn't get to explain, I'm going to start off with my main green color and outline and fill in the leaves. Then I'm going in with my deep tone and adding the shading on the bottom of the leaves, and then a vein on the middle of the leaves and at the tips. Then I'm going to be going back in with my mid-tone and adding lines throughout the dark to try to blend it so it's not so harsh. Trying to do the same type of blending method that I did with the flower so it's cohesive. And then I'll just be adding the same flower that I did on the front page onto this. This ended up being my favorite spread because I loved how the pink and the blue mixed together. So I added this blue to the edge and I end up doing it to the edge of my Grateful For as well. And then we're bringing the scallop back, baby, with this purple. Then I stopped and did the headers for my paint tracker and my music of the month. Now going over to my Grateful For section, I am copying, pasting the blue with the purple scallops on this side. The blue, pink, and purple just looked super cute together. So I decided to add the gingham on this side as well. The gingham is just absolutely precious and I'm obsessed with it. So I ended up doing the header as well in the same font that I did for my other headers. Now I'm hopping back over to my music of the month and my pain tracker. So each box I will fill in every day 1 through 5 of my pain. Today, April 1st, is a 3 out of 5. So that's actually a decent day. And now I'm just outlining the songs for my month. Last month, I had Harry Styles' new album, Olivia Dean's album, and the Twilight Saga playlist. This has been my second month with Olivia Dean in my music of the month. That album is just so good. My husband surprised me with the vinyl this month, so that was a very nice present. Now I'm going in and filling out my Grateful For section. I end up highlighting every other day. Otherwise, it gets jumbled together and it helps me keep my writing straight. Then we're going to go on the other side of the Dutch door for my Grateful For and my habit tracker. So I ended up going in with the same green that I used on the front page and then a lighter green in between each stripe. Now I'm going in and writing the date of the month so I can write down what I'm grateful for that day. Then going back in and adding the stripes to the top of the spread as well. I ended up using another super tip Crayola marker for this as well. And then I'm going to be going back in with the acrylic markers for the other lines. So as you can see, I had the lines on the edge and the blue on the other edge. I ended up completely scrapping that and doing another version of the scallops, but with the green to match this spread. Quick tip, if you're going to be drawing on the edge of your pieces of paper, put your ruler between the paper and it will not get on the other side. You'll just be drawing on your ruler. Now I'm just doing the same thing, doing the lines on my Grateful For so everything doesn't get jumbled up. And then I'm just going back in and doing the headers on this again. Guys, the day that I'm recording this, I got woke up by the fire alarm at our apartment, and oh my lord, it scared the absolute crap out of me. And of course, it was just a false alarm, but obviously, I'm happy it was a false alarm. But anyway, now I'm just going in and doing the outlines of my habit trackers. And instead of my old type of habit tracker where I would just do 30 squares and then fill in each day that I did my habit, I'm doing a whole calendar spread and then highlighting the day that habit got completed. And the 6 habits I'm tracking are flossing my teeth, wearing my retainer at night, drinking 3 bottles of water, prayer, skincare, and then laying on my red light therapy mat. Okay, now it's time for my monthly spread. I ended up adding some decorative piece at the top of this page. I did another one of those ovals with the tulip on the inside. And then I put the blue, yellow, and pink markers that will be used all throughout this spread. And then I put April showers bring May flowers. Just a cute little quote. I thought it would be cute to add to the side of this. And then the colors that I ended up choosing for this section of the monthly spread was this yellow and like watermelon pink color. I think it turned out super cute. The yellow and pink colors just go together so well. But on this spread, I am doing the same thing with the color on the outside and a pink scallop on this page. And then I have 14 days on this page, so I'm going to be going in and creating the headers of the date and the day of the month. So first I'm just starting off with yellow. I end up doing to double the amount of days I can fit on each page. I don't tend to use the daily a lot, so that's why I try to compact it down into just 4 pages. Now I'm just going in to add the date and the day of the week. I end up going in and adding a pink line under each header because I did it on the page after with my next colors and I loved how it turned out, so I ended up adding it onto this page as well. Now moving on to our last and final page, I am doing very similar to the page before when I'm doing the outlines on the edge with the pink scallop. I did the pink before I did the green color that I'm going to use because I thought the pink might be too transparent of a paint to be able to go on top of the green and keep the pink vibrant. But I ended up going in with this lime green that I used on my front page to keep the whole spread really cohesive. Now I'm just going to be doing the same thing I did on the other page. So my April is pretty dang uneventful, but this last week my husband and I bought our tickets to go to Washington State over the summer. We are so excited for this trip because we are going to be moving to Washington State in 2027. So we're going there to scout out some apartments, see what towns we like. We are literally just so excited. I cannot express how excited I am to go. Right now I'm living in Iowa and I grew up here and I just don't love it, guys. I want to be somewhere I love, and this is somewhere me and my husband both love so much. We honestly thought we'd end up in Colorado, but we ended up going to Washington State over our honeymoon and we fell in love and literally could not imagine ourselves anywhere else. Now I'm just adding a couple flowers to the spread. I have had so much fun drawing all these little tulips. They're my favorite flower, so I've had a ton of fun drawing that throughout this whole spread. Anyway, guys, we're wrapping this up. This is how my April 2026 bullet journal ended up. So I really wanted to have all of the flaps of the pages be cohesive. So I ended up doing all different colors of the scallops on the edge. That has to be my favorite part other than the tulips. The opening page is just perfect. I love my little ovals with my little tulips in it. Honestly, guys, I'm really, really proud of how this one turned out, and I loved getting to use my new markers. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope to see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye, guys.